Order for your son, my sister said, handing him a breadbasket while her kids ate $100 steaks and dessert. My dad added, you should have packed him something. I just smiled and said, noted. When the waiter came back, I stood up and announced, the reservation was for my dad's 65th birthday at Paramount Steakhouse, the kind of place where a single appetizer costs what most people spend on groceries. I brought my 8-year-old son, Mason, dressed in his best button-down shirt, excited about his first fancy dinner. We sat down, and immediately my sister Vanessa started ordering like she was trying to bankrupt the place. Her 3 kids each got the Wagyu ribeye, the lobster mac and cheese, and chocolate lava cakes for dessert. My dad ordered the porterhouse for 2. Mom went for the filet mignon. When the waiter got to me, I ordered the salmon for myself and started to order for Mason. That's when Vanessa cut me off with that fake sweet voice. Oh, we already ordered for him, she said, sliding the breadbasket toward Mason. We got him a mango smoothie. Kids love those. I stared at her. A smoothie? At a steakhouse? It's a $12 smoothie, she said defensively, like she'd just donated a kidney. Fresh mango, organic. He should be grateful. My dad nodded without looking up from his menu. Exactly. We didn't forget about him, but you should have packed him something substantial if you wanted him properly fed. This is an adult celebration. Mason's face fell as he looked at the breadbasket and his single smoothie while his cousins were practically drooling over the menu descriptions. The kid had been talking about trying real steak for a week. Vanessa leaned back, satisfied. See? We included him. He's fine. A strange calm settled over me. I picked up my wine glass, took a slow sip, and smiled. Noted. Vanessa smirked, clearly thinking she'd won. Her husband avoided eye contact. My mom gave me that apologetic look she always does when she's too spineless to speak up. The waiter returned with drinks and appetizers for everyone except Mason, who sat there sipping his smoothie through a straw while the table filled with oysters, jumbo shrimp cocktails, and French onion soup. His cousins devoured crab cakes without even tasting them, while Mason nursed his drink and picked at the bread. See? Vanessa said loudly. He's happy. Kids don't need expensive food. That's when the waiter came back to confirm the entree orders. I stood up slowly, placing my napkin on the table. The entire table went quiet. Actually, I said, my voice cutting through the restaurant noise, I need to make an announcement. The waiter paused. My family looked up, confused. I'm withdrawing my contribution to tonight's dinner, I said calmly. I was told this morning by the organizers that I'd be covering the bill since it was my idea to come here. But since my son apparently isn't worthy of a proper meal beyond a smoothie, I don't think I should be responsible for feeding people who can't show basic decency to a child. Vanessa's face went white. What are you talking about? We got him something. A $12 smoothie while your kids get $100 steaks? I said evenly. How generous. You didn't know. I turned to her with mock surprise. Dad asked me 3 weeks ago to cover tonight since I make the most money. I said yes because I thought we were celebrating as a family. Turns out, some family members are more equal than others. My dad started to sputter. Now wait a minute, we got the boy a drink. The reservation is under my credit card. I continued, looking at the waiter. I'm canceling it. Effective immediately. The waiter's eyes widened. Sir, some items have already been prepared. I'll pay for what's been served so far, including that very thoughtful smoothie and my salmon order, I said, pulling out my wallet. Everything else that hasn't hit the kitchen, cancel it. And please bring my son the Wagyu ribeye with the loaded baked potato and the triple chocolate cake. We'll be moving to a table for 2. The chaos that erupted was beautiful. Vanessa started screeching about how ungrateful I was after they'd included Mason. My dad's face turned purple as he realized his $200 porterhouse was evaporating. Mom actually started crying. We ordered him something! Vanessa shrieked. That smoothie was expensive! You're right, I said, picking up Mason's hand. A $12 smoothie while everyone else feasts. How could I be so ungrateful? I'm also packing us up and leaving you all to figure out how you're going to pay for 5 Wagyu steaks, 3 lobster appetizers, and enough desserts to feed a wedding. The waiter, barely suppressing a smile, led Mason and me to a quiet corner booth. As we walked away, I heard my dad frantically asking the waiter about splitting the check. Mason looked up at me, his eyes wide. Dad, is this real? Very real, buddy, I said, ruffling his hair. Order whatever you want. Tonight, we're celebrating people who actually appreciate good food and better company. We had the best steak dinner of our lives. Through the restaurant, I could see my family huddled over the bill, calculators out, faces grim. My phone exploded with texts about how dramatic I was being over a smoothie. I blocked every number, finished my wine, and watched my son's face light up with every bite.